Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. And now, celebrating 15 years of broadcasting, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, whether you're tuning in on your community station here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM or through WYADonline.com. We're glad you all could join us, as well as tuning in through our online affiliates around the world, including our iHeartRadio family. We're glad you all could join us as well. Well, as I've mentioned before, Sunday, August 26th is Women's Equality Day, and I'm so excited to welcome our next guest to the program because they're a part of something that's really special. We have recording artist Maggie-Rose, as well as Dotterer Butler of Dotterer Butler. We're going to talk to the two of them not only about the remake of a very popular children's song, but also what they're doing to be able to not only shine a spotlight on the role of female farmers, but also how you all can be a part of the work that they're doing as well. Maggie, Lori, hello to you, and welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Hey, the pleasure's definitely all mine. Well, the song that I'm talking about, ladies, as you all know, of course, is Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and we all know that song. But, Maggie, you have been able to record not only a song, but also be a part of a great visual for a song called She-I-O, which is a remake of that, really, I think, celebrating the role of female farmers. What has it been like for you already, Maggie, to see the early response to the song?
Well, it's an amazing campaign. The Altogether Better initiative was something that Land O'Lakes came up with and approached me with. And I was immediately drawn to it because as a female in the music industry, I think we face a lot of those limitations and hurdles that Lori is dealing with in the farming sense, in the farming industry. And I wrote this song with Grammy-winning Liz Rose, who's an incredible songwriter, and we felt that it was time to update this song musically and lyrically and include the population of female farmers. 1/3 of the farming population is female. So we wanted to shine a spotlight on that.
Yeah, I think that's so important. And, Lori, what about for yourself? When you first heard about this project that Land O'Lakes is doing, including, of course, the song She-I-O recorded by Maggie-Rose, I mean, what were your thoughts about it and the message of it?
Well, at first I thought it was going to be super corny. I'm not going to lie. But it turned out to be so awesome. When she was performing at our farm for the music video, I seriously got teary-eyed. I'm like, that is me. That's exactly me. And it was just so awesome. I think it's an awesome remake.
Thank you.
And Maggie just did so good.
Thanks for inspiring us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want to stay with you for a moment, Lori, then, Meg, I'm going to go back to you. I think one of the things that I took away from the visual, and we're going to let our audience know how they can be able to actually watch the video, is that, of course, a lot of times we think about the men, but, I mean, one of the things the song really spotlights are not only, of course, the women, but also those young girls that are watching them and think about what they can do. What was it like for you to see that spotlight on the female farmer that way, Lori, and really showing how it really is going from generation to generation, like in your family?
You know, like everyone always asks me, like, if you have a daughter, would you encourage her to go into farming? And I would say, of course, if that's what she would want to do. I think, we're shattering glass ceilings all around, and I think anybody could do farming, and a woman, like, there's just no boundaries, I don't think. And I just hope, I would hope my daughter would carry on our farming legacy into the next generation like I have. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Maggie, I mean, to you, I mean, when it comes to the words of this song, as you mentioned, as a female recording artist, and of course, being able to shine a spotlight on the role of the female farmer. I mean, how did it feel for you to be able to not only have that opportunity, but also that gift to be able to say, you know what, we recognize you, and we want to make sure that you are celebrated?
Well, I was just excited that there was an opportunity and a platform for us to showcase the female farming population with this Altogether Better campaign. And, I mean, Old MacDonald Had a Farm is a classic song that we've been singing for ages. Kids learn it and they hear the lyrics saying, and on his farm he had a cow. And it's just leaving out an entire group of people, of women that are joining in on this hard work to feed America. And it's about inclusivity, which I think is a message that should be spread everywhere.
Right, for sure. So, Maggie, you mentioned the Altogether Better initiative with Land O'Lakes. Will you tell us a little bit more about what they're doing, especially when it comes to working with Feeding America?
Absolutely. Land O'Lakes has decided to choose the philanthropy of Feeding America because it just goes in hand with what Lori and her family does in Feeding America. And up to $100,000, they've pledged to donate $1 per each share, tag, or comment on any of the She.I.O. music video content. And you can actually see the video today on Vivo and YouTube. You can stream it on SoundCloud, and it'll be on iTunes in just a few days.
Well, amazing. Again, as I mentioned, Women's Equality Day is coming up on Sunday, August the 26th, and this is a great way to be able to lead up to that. But, Lori, do you also hope that a message like what's in She.I.O. reminds people that it's more than just about a day? These are things that you are doing every day, and there are women literally around this country that are helping to really to keep things going, and that's something that should be celebrated daily.
Oh, I totally agree. And I think when people hear, farmer, they automatically think of a male in bib overalls, and that's not how it is anymore. I work right alongside my dad and my cousins, and whatever they're doing, I can do too. Kind of like that one commercial. But yeah.
I think that's the big thing. I mentioned to the two of you before we went on here, there's something that's actually scripted on the video that our audience will definitely, I encourage you all to think about, because I think a lot of times we take so much for granted. The line says, "We rewrote the song for the women, rewriting the rules." Maggie, when you kind of reflect on yourself and your journey, either in music and life, what is it like for you to see that that's something that's being recognized, that you are rewriting the rules according to yourself?
That's one of my favorite taglines of this whole campaign. In my own industry, in the music industry, I make the music that I want to make with the people I want to make it with, and I try and follow my compass, and I think that Lori is doing what she does because it's a labor of love as well. So rewriting the rules means following your heart and doing what you're passionate about, and I think that if you put in the work and time, people see that and it resonates. And I've been working on this album for a year that's coming out on September 21st, and I did it on my own dime, and I did it because that's what I wanted to do and not because someone told me to do it. I think that the best things happen when you just follow your gut that way.
For sure. And what does that line mean to you, Lori, when you think about that, about rewriting the rules?
Rewriting the rules it's not like an old. I don't know.
It's not doing what people expect you to do. It's breaking the mold. Like Lori said, not all farmers are wearing overalls and have a straw hanging out their mouth. It's modern. They're brilliant. They're scientists.
And with the new technology and equipment coming out, it's just not your old McDonald's farm anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
New McDonald's.
Yeah.
Sure. It is, definitely. And we appreciate you all sharing that with us again as we're gearing up for this year's Women's Equality Day. Again, everyone, Maggie-Rose, as well as Lori Dotterer Butler, has been our guest. Maggie, you mentioned the album. Let our audience know how they can stay connected with you, as well as, once again, how they can be able to watch the video for She.I.O.
Absolutely. Well, the video, would you like to hear a clip of the song? We can play a clip right now.
Yeah, sure.
She's 5'2" and 10 feet tall. She had a dream, it made her strong. Worked his hard, days are long, and McDonald had a daughter. Look what she does with what he taught her. She's got the future in her hands, proud of roots of where she stands. Working on a greater plan, showing us all she can do it. We can. She makes the most.
So that video you can see at landolakes.com/She.I.O. It's also on Vivo and YouTube. We shot it, Lori mentioned this earlier, on her family's farm, which was really cool. And you can hear and learn about the Altogether Better initiative at #AltogetherBetter. And as far as my music goes, you can keep up with me at IamMaggieRose.com, and my socials across the board are also IamMaggieRose.
Well, Maggie, Lori, thank you all so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Congratulations on the early response to She.I.O. I know it will only continue as the song's available for the world to be able to enjoy, and looking forward to speaking with the two of you again.
Thanks,
right,
Cyrus.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning into this segment of Conversations Live. If you all came in late, you missed part of the conversation with Maggie as well as with Lori. Don't worry. Thanks to our online friends, you all can catch the replay right after we go off the air. The link is already available through our social media site. So head over to facebook.com/CyrusWebb or go to twitter.com/CyrusWebb. If you click on the link there, you can listen to the show completely for free and share with your friends from there too. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live today. Let's make it a great one.